Welcome to the Academic Advising and Course Selection Program for 2018-19 school year. At this time, I would like to ask all teachers, please distribute the course selection sheets to all students in your class who are in 9th, 10th, and 11th grade. If you have any students that are in your class who are current seniors, please send them to the cafeteria as they will be down there for their senior breakfast. Students, when you're filling out your selection sheet, please make sure that all your information is clear and legible so that your counselors may review it with you. Okay, students, go ahead and take Taylor's advice and put your name on the top of your form. You will see it starts with your last name, so let's go ahead and put your last name, then first name. You'll see a line for your student ID and your email address. Please go ahead and put these on the top of your course selection sheet, as well as circling what grade you will be in next year. Here at Madison, our academic mission statement is that we try to graduate 100% of our senior class and to make sure that all seniors have a definitive post-high school plan. Those plans could be admission to a 4-year school, enrollment at Nova or another 2-year college, industry licensure, certification, secured employment, apprenticeship, or gap year. Courses, let's just quickly review the differences between a standard and advanced studies diploma. You'll notice on your screen a variety of differences between the two diploma types. The primary differences are, with the advanced studies diploma, you will need a 4th math class and a 4th science class versus 3 for each with the standard diploma. In addition, for the advanced studies diploma, you will need 3 years of 1 consecutive world language or 2 years of 2 different world languages, whereas with the standard diploma you do not need that. There are some other differences with the electives, where the standard diploma does require sequential electives. The advanced studies diploma does require the fine arts, fine or performing arts, or career and tech ed course. Please talk to your counselor and your teachers about the variety of courses that could suffice that. The overall differences in credits, the standard diploma has 22 credits, whereas the advanced studies diploma requires 26. There also is a difference between verified credits, which are SOLs, 6 being required for the standard and 9 being required for the advanced study. Please review this. It is all this information. Rising seniors, class of 2019. Senior year is almost here. Can you feel it? It's right around the corner. So, as you're looking to sign up for classes, remember that all students, regardless of grade level, must sign up for 7 classes. Rising seniors, colleges will want to see that students have continued to challenge themselves throughout high school. This is your last opportunity to show colleges what you have done. However, please make sure that your course load is one that you will be able to handle throughout the entire school year. Keep in mind that senior year can be very demanding with post-secondary planning, especially during the college application process, which is primarily in the fall. Please talk to your teachers about which courses they recommend for you, and be prepared to discuss with your counselor your post-secondary plans along with your senior year courses, as the two are very much intertwined. Class of 2020. All right, so rising juniors, you will have an additional elective to choose from next year because you will most likely be done with your PE requirement. You may want to consider taking your econ and personal finance class if you have not done so to get it out of the way. This class is a requirement for graduation and can be taken in the classroom, online, or you can take the AP version, which will be the AP Micro Macroeconomics. If you prefer, you can take it online over the summer for a fee. Also, remember, this is the last year of full classes that colleges will potentially see on your transcript. You will want to challenge yourself, but again, please do not take more than you can handle. We really want to encourage you to have a balanced workload so that you can continue with any other activities that you may be involved with. Please talk to your teachers about which classes they specifically recommend for you to take next year in their subject. After all, they are very knowledgeable about the next level of classes and can tell you if the work habits that they have seen from you so far would help you be successful. When you speak with your counselor, please make sure you're looking at the totality of all of your classes, whereas the teachers are recommending individually. Your counselor, yourself, and your parents need to assess all of your classes together. Rising Sophomores Class of 2021. Again, a reminder that you must choose 7 periods worth of classes. Rising Sophomores, you will still be enrolled in PE, so you will sign up for PE 10, which does include driver's ed. You do not need to sign up for that separately. It will be embedded into your PE 10 curriculum. If you're also currently taking a world language, then you will have one elective to choose from. Remember, the Econ and Personal Finance class is a course requirement for graduation, so you may choose to do it sophomore year, but remember that you still have junior and senior year to pick that out as well. Take a look at how you're doing during your freshman year right now and get a feel for how much work that you can handle. Please talk to your teachers and get their advice on what they think you can handle for coursework for sophomore year. We really want to encourage to make sure everybody has a solid but balanced course load each year. In an online class. Fairfax County does have an FCPS online school where students at Madison can take an online class. The type of student who is most successful in an online class is the one who is self-motivated, self-disciplined, and completes assignments on time. Ask yourself, am I self-disciplined enough to complete my assignments on time even if no one is reminding me to do so? Am I an independent learner? If you decide to register for an online class next year, you'll have until June 1st, 2018 to do so. You should discuss this option with your counselor, who can assist you with the registration process for the online class. Once we go into summer and next school year, you will not be able to sign up for an online class unless there is a specific conflict in your schedule that requires you to do so. I know you've heard me say this before, but when selecting your courses, pick ones that will challenge you but not be too difficult. You want to consider one of the factors that college admissions officers take into account while making admissions decisions is the strength of a student's course selections, primarily focusing in on the core classes. We encourage you to select courses that will challenge you but not overwhelm you. A good rule of thumb is to pick courses in which you feel you can earn potentially A's or B's, whether that be regular, honors, or AP courses. Be sure to have conversations directly with your teachers to help you decide if you should take an honors or an AP level course if that's an option in that subject. And if you're concerned about balance, Don't worry. You will still have an opportunity to discuss your course selections individually with your counselors before anything is finalized. Okay, everybody must sign up for 7 courses plus at least 2 alternate electives. Okay, you do not need to number your course selections. However, just put a check mark or circle the selection. Make sure that if someone else, such as your counselor, is looking at your sheet, that it makes sense. If you need to make an adjustment, just put a line through the wrong course and circle the correct one. Remember, you will sit down with your counselor before everything is finalized. If you are looking to do anything that was less than 7 courses, at this time we would ask you to choose 7 courses and then discuss that option with your counselor directly. During the week of January 22nd to January 25th, students should be discussing their course selections with their current teachers if they have not done so already. During this week, students will have the opportunity to sit in on AP student panels during Warhawk time to find out more information regarding various AP courses. There will be information posted about these AP sessions during Warhawk time. This information will be posted through the Madison News Network. Ideally, we would like you to go through this course selection sheet as we do and choose your classes. Please understand, you will have plenty of opportunities to make changes if you change your mind about classes. But for now, go ahead and check off what you think you're initially drawn to as we move through this presentation. By the end, everybody should have 7 classes checked off. Okay, so now we're going to go over each subject one by one. As we move along through the course selection sheet, we want to make sure that you check off or circle the courses that you want to take next year. Do not check off more than 7. We do want you to put at least 2 alternate electives where that is indicated on the form. That will be on the bottom right of the front side of the form. Please put minimum of 2 because due to circumstances that you may not be able to get into an elective, we will need to know what your backup is. Otherwise, we will choose it for you. With English, please put a check mark next to the English course that you plan on taking next year. You'll go ahead and check the English course. For rising 10th graders, you will have a choice between regular or honors English. Rising 11th and 12th graders, you will have a choice between regular, honors, or AP English for each of those years. As with all of your classes, if you are planning on taking an honors or an AP course, please talk to your current teacher for ideas of what they suggest that you might register for. They have already seen you work for half a year and are quite in tune with your ability, motivation, and your organization. They will have great recommendations for you. Consider social studies courses. Depending on your grade level, you will sign up for different courses. U.S. Government is the course for rising seniors. U.S. History is for rising juniors. And World History 2 is for rising sophomores. Now, Some of you may have taken different sequencing. Please make sure that you have fulfilled the necessary courses for graduation and discuss that with your counselor. For each of these subjects, there is an option for AP, honors, or regular. So if you're looking to take an AP or honors, please make sure you have discussed that option with your current teacher, because again, they have seen what you're capable of. Okay, now the math department has been working with their students already this year. Most likely, you were given a form to fill out to determine what you were interested in taking for next year, and then hopefully had a discussion with your math teacher about what might be the most appropriate and well-balanced selection for you to make. Within math, you will select either a regular, honors, or an AP math class depending on the specific subject. Remember, it normally takes at least a C+ in your current math class to be successful in the next level of math, understanding that math is a very sequential subject. If you have not done so, please make sure you do discuss these options and your choices with your current math teacher. They truly have seen what you've been capable of and how you've performed so far, and can give you solid advice for next year. Now let's discuss math sequencing. The following chart displays what the normal sequencing is for math. Algebra 1 leads into geometry. Geometry leads into Algebra 2. Algebra 2 leads into a variety of courses, which could be pre-calculus, could be trig or discrete math, or probability and statistics. Pre-calculus also has a couple options that it leads into, and that could be AP Calculus AB or BC, Applied Calculus, Probability and Statistics, or AP Statistics. It is critical with math that you are having these discussions with your teacher. They will be the ones to really help guide you from the class that you're currently in and how you're performing in that class to give you the best advice for the next year's class. Now we shall move on to science. Go ahead and select the next science class, either regular, honors, or AP, depending on the actual course. So for rising 10th graders, the majority of you will go into chemistry in 10th grade. You will have to have completed successfully Algebra 1 in order to enroll in chemistry. If you have not completed Algebra 1 by the end of this year, then next year you will want to sign up for active physics. If you are looking at the chemistry honors, math-wise, you must be at least at Algebra 2 for next year while you're in the chemistry honors. So please look over these options and make a selection. Here are the options for rising 11th graders. Physics, Physics Honors, AP Physics 1, AP Chemistry, AP Biology, AP Environmental Science, Human Anatomy, or Geosystems or Geosystems Honors. So obviously you can see you have a wide range of options. Some of these do have co-requisites, math classes that you need to be in that level in order to sign up for the corresponding science class. When you are choosing a science class for junior year, please take into account to what you think you might want to do senior year as well. Again, there is flexibility, so you may want to look at balancing what you do in 11th grade with what you do in 12th grade, depending on all of your other classes. And here are your options for science as a rising 12th grader. They're more or less the same, so please look over these options. And again, based on what you did during junior year, will help decide what you might want to do senior year for science. We will now move on to world languages. As you are making your decision about potentially taking a world language next year, please consider some of the following information. It is suggested that you should have at least a C+ grade in your current language class to have the ability to be truly successful at the next level. It is imperative that you talk with your current world language teacher to get their opinion on how they perceive that you might do at that next level. The Advanced Studies Diploma does require either 3 years of one world language or 2 years of 2 different world languages. The 3 years of one does need to be consecutive languages. If you are fluent in a language other than English, you may be eligible to take the World Languages Credit Exam. Please ask your counselor or even your language teacher about this opportunity. Just a reminder, if you are looking at this from the college admissions perspective and you are planning on going for an Advanced Studies Diploma, colleges do prefer to see 3 years of one languages versus 2 years of the 2 different languages. That electives are yours. They are for you to take, they are for you to enjoy. Colleges are much more interested in your core academic courses. So please take electives that you really want to take and that you're interested in, not ones that you just think might look good. At this time, you should go ahead and select the electives which interest you the most. Whether you're continuing to the next level of an elective you are already in, or if you discovered a new elective at the electives fair. If you are a rising senior and have not taken a fine or practical or career tech class yet, please make sure that you are fulfilling your graduation requirements for this. Please discuss this with your counselor to make sure you have fulfilled this requirement. If you are pursuing a standard diploma, you will also need to ensure that you have sequential electives at some point during your high school tenure. All of these are things that you should be discussing with your counselor when you meet with them. Are you interested potentially in an academy class? Academy classes have a wide range of offerings at a variety of schools. These classes may range from auto tech to culinary arts to Air Force Junior ROTC, just to name a few. Go ahead and check out the course selection guide online on our website, and you will see the Academy websites linked with information about their classes. If you would like to take an Academy course next year, you must complete your Academy application with your counselor. These applications will be due by March 8th to give you full priority. Additionally, your counselor may be able to arrange a visit so you can go ahead and sit in on an actual Academy class to get a true feel for it. There will be an Academy interest meeting on Wednesday, February 14th during Warhawk time and February 14th after school. Both of these will take place in the Career Center. But please put down alternate electives. Otherwise, while we're sitting here over the summer and you guys are vacationing, we will have to pick those electives for you. It is possible that you could have a conflict in your schedule. If you want optimal choices, please give us whatever your backups are, and we will try and use those before randomly selecting you into an elective. What do I do now? All right, by now, you should have checked or circled 7 courses. Don't forget about PE 10, rising sophomores. Please do not check more than 7 courses, and do not number your courses. All right, please review the courses you have selected, and don't forget, make sure that you have chosen a couple alternates. This upcoming week, your teacher should be discussing what their recommendations are for next year. You should discuss these options with your parents and return your completely filled out sheet to your 4th period teacher on Thursday, January 25th. The reason it's your 4th period teacher is that is the last class of the day. The way the schedule works out, it's a 2-hour early release. Please make sure that you are turning it in on that day. Also, quick reminder, once you turn it in, it does not, and I repeat, does not finalize your course selection. That will not happen until you meet with your counselor. Okay, so what happens next? Beginning on January 30th, the counselors will start sending for students for their individual counseling academic advising meetings. We will begin with the juniors. Okay, so during these designated time periods, you will see here your counselor will send a pass for you in order to discuss your course selections individually. We have many students and we'll be having many meetings, so please do not worry if it takes us a few days to get to you. No classes will be closed before March 16th. Rising seniors, you guys will be sent for through your USVA history classes starting January 30th through February 8th. Rising juniors, you'll be sent for through English 10 from February 9th through February 21st. Rising sophomores, you will be sent through for biology classes February 22nd through March 5th. If any of these are classes that you currently do not have on your schedule or are taking online, please see your counselor so you can arrange your individual meeting. For students who are currently in ESOL program, you will be meeting with Mrs. Latham to discuss courses, graduation requirements, and anything else that needs to be discussed. These meetings, academic advising meetings, will take place between January 23rd and February 9th. If you want more detailed information about any of the classes we offer or graduation requirements, please see the course selection guide available online, the Madison website. You will see it under Student Services and then go to Academic Advising. Good luck, and remember, help is always available if you ask for it. Please talk to your teachers, your parents, and your counselors to get the best advice.